Hello, I'm Chris Hemsley, Managing Director of the PSR. I'd like to introduce the second theme for our future strategy, competition. At its essence, competition is a way to improve outcomes. It is a process that can push firms to innovate, to bring costs down, and ultimately deliver something that people and businesses find more valuable. In this way, it can help reveal what we all want and provide useful information about how much things really cost. But also, it can be a process that can surprise us, revealing that we actually did want that iPad before we even knew what such a thing was. And it can deliver things that we previously thought were impossible, such as a folding screen mobile phone. This competitive process is a major feature of much of UK payments today, with payment firms competing to offer services like helpful budgeting tools, cheap overseas transfers, or just easier ways to pay for things. Now, does anyone remember using paper tickets on the London Underground? Competition has also played a role in improving outcomes in the central infrastructure of our payment systems. For example, the pressure from a competitive tender helped bring down the cost of the infrastructure that supports much of the UK's cash machine network. And as the economic regulator for payment systems, competition is at the heart of what we do. Indeed, it is one of the three main objectives that Parliament has set the PSR. And it is something we take very seriously. We look out for anti-competitive conduct and we take cases as a competition authority where we see problems. We also have a role to ensure that firms, both large and small, can access payment systems on fair terms, and where the process of competition is not sufficient to deliver good outcomes. We take a more active role, using our regulatory tools to protect people and businesses. This includes where there's not enough rivalry between firms, or where customers do not actually have enough choice. But it also includes where coordinated action can improve outcomes, such as when we used our powers to improve the protections for customers against fraud, the name-checking service confirmation of payee. But how should we approach competition in the future? We want to know what you think. Is competition in payments working well for consumers? Is there enough competition at all levels of the supply chain? And how much is enough? What role should the PSR play? And how should we decide when and how to intervene? So please add a comment, send us an email, a letter, or send us a link to something you've already published. We really want to spark a conversation on this and get your views so we can feed those into our strategy for the future.